So you're coming to the Keystone State. Yeah, that's right, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Well, welcome. There's some things that you have to understand, you have to know about our gun laws before you come here, so you don't become an accidental criminal. So let's hit some highlights. Pennsylvania has reciprocity with a lot of different states. And of course, what we mean by reciprocity is that your license to carry, or whatever your CCH, whatever it's called in your state, is recognized as if you had our Pennsylvania license to carry, with its obligations, its duties, and its rights and its privileges. So what you need to do is, the first step I would suggest that you do is call into US LawShield, say, hey, I'm a member in this state. I need to know whether or not Pennsylvania recognizes my state's license. And that's the first step. We're an open carry state. We've been an open carry state for a long time, except for one place, and that is in Philadelphia, because we have this kind of goofy law that has to do with cities of the first class, and that's defined by over 1 million people. Only one that has over 1 million people is Philadelphia. You can't have a modern handgun, meaning a pistol, loaded inside your car unless you have reciprocity, in which case then that's perfectly fine, meaning that your license is recognized here in Pennsylvania, or unless there's several different exceptions. If you're going to and from a gun store, an FFL, to and from a residence, or to or from a place of business, or to and from a firing range. Those are the big exceptions, because in order to have a firearm inside an automobile in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, you need to have a license to carry a firearm, unless one of those several exceptions apply. Okay, big question that we get is no gun signs. They have absolutely no force of law whatsoever in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. What it does do is provides you, I guess, some limited notice that the owner of, or the rentee, or whoever rents that or leases that space doesn't like firearms. You should consider whether or not you want to do business in a place like that. But it doesn't invalidate or make you a trespasser. It doesn't invalidate your license to carry a firearm. It doesn't make, if you have a license that's recognized by Pennsylvania, it doesn't make it illegal. They can ask you to leave for any or no reason whatsoever, in which case you have to comply, or you face the consequences that go with that, regardless of whether or not you have a firearm. There are definitely some no-go zones, and those are all the traditional federal no-go zones, such as post offices, federal buildings, on federal parks, any buildings including potentially outhouses. We highly recommend against K through 12. That's either private or public schools. There is a debate in Pennsylvania, the law is a little unsettled, but we don't want you, who's a visitor from out of state, to be the test case. Courthouses, every courthouse that seeks to disarm you has to have a secured lockbox. Locked mental health wards, that's another place. You can drink while you have your firearm on you. You can even be drunk with your firearm on you. I'm only licensed in Pennsylvania, so this only applies for Pennsylvania. But this is some just very loose, quick guidelines for you to consider before you come to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. But please come join us.